Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today on A Vogel Talks Menopause I'm going to be talking about menopause weight gain and how poor sleep can impact it as well. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. We know that weight gain and poor sleep are really common symptoms in the perimenopause and the menopause. But did you know that they can sometimes go hand in hand? Poor sleep can have quite an impact on our body weight. So today, what I thought I'd do is look at why this can happen and what you can do to help yourself. It's been established in studies that a lot of women will put on between 10 and 15 pounds over the menopause. And it's now becoming more clear that poor sleep can be quite a big factor in this continual weight gain. So it can be due to just the hormonal changes. We know that falling estrogen can impact on sleep. It can make it harder for you to fall asleep. It can make it easier for you to wake up and for you to have quite a disrupted sleep as well. Poor sleep can cause anxiety, it can cause stress. And when that happens, we tend to comfort eat a lot more. We may find that we get the sugar cravings. We are looking for sort of high sugar and high fat foods to make us feel better when we're anxious and stressed. Poor sleep can impact on our energy. If we're not sleeping well, we're not refreshed, we don't feel energized when we get up. So we can lose our motivation for just going out and having some regular exercise. You know, if you feel down, if you're anxious, if your energy levels are really low, then the last thing you feel like doing is donning your gym shoes and going out and having a walk or a run or just a general exercise session. We know that poor sleep can increase your hunger hormone. There's a hormone called ghrelin that is released when you're hungry. So if you are feeling hungrier more of the time, then you're going to overeat. And it's nothing to do with willpower. And for so many women, when they get into this situation, they start to feel really bad because they can't control what they're eating. So this is not a willpower thing. This is a pure physical reaction to poor sleep that's going on. This hormone is being released more often, and it's just your body's way of trying to survive. So you feel that you need to eat whether you want to or not. As I say, it's nothing to do with just general willpower. It poor sleep can affect your metabolism generally. So here we are, poor sleep affects the metabolism, falling estrogen can affect your metabolism, and your metabolism can also slow down as you get older. So this can all have a huge combination or compound action on our ability to burn off fat. This can also help or affect our blood sugar levels. We can also end up becoming what's called insulin resistant. And for some women, this can get so bad that they can end up getting diabetes during menopause. This is quite a common result of metabolism going slightly wrong here. Fat utilization can also be a factor. So if your body's not burning fat efficiently, then that can impact on your weight too. And studies have shown that it only takes 3 nights of poor sleep to have an effect on the way that your body burns and uses fat. So you can imagine that if you're having lots of bad night's sleep, then even though you may be having a reasonably good diet, your body is putting on more weight and it's taking a really extra amount of effort to burn that fat off. So what type of sleep issues can affect this whole scenario? So it can just be that you're not getting enough sleep. Generally, as I mentioned before, if it takes longer to get to sleep, if you're waking up earlier, then the time that your body is actually allowed to rest and recuperate decreases quite a lot. It can also be that when your estrogen falls, you tend to sleep at a much shallower level. So that means that noise can have a bigger impact. You can wake up a lot more easily during the night. Your body will be much more sensitive to temperature shifts during the night. So even if you just get a little bit too hot or a little bit too cold, that's going to wake you up. Of course, you've got things like night sweats waking you up, disturbing your sleep. For a lot of women, your bladder's that little bit more sensitive, so you will wake up maybe 2 or 3 times more during the night. So it's not just about not sleeping well, it's about all these other factors that can combine together to really disrupt your sleep, that's going to have a huge impact on the way your body stores and utilizes fat. So what can you do? It's really important. If you're having poor sleep, it is really so important to get this resolved if you can. As I mentioned before, there's all these different areas that can affect you if you're not particularly sleeping well. So try and prioritize your sleep, certainly if you can. If you're getting hot flushes or night sweats, you can look at the herb sage. This is taken even before you go to bed or with your evening meal, and that can help quite well. You can look at magnesium. This is a lovely one to help with sleep. It can help just to relax your muscles. It can help you to get to sleep a lot quicker. We have our licensed herb Dormiezan, which can be used for sleep. Make sure that you're hydrated. Dehydration will affect your sleep. You'll be more likely to wake up with things like palpitations during the night if you're dehydrated. The same with low blood sugar levels. So maybe have a good snack, maybe just shortly before you go to bed, because that can help to keep your blood sugars more stable. Regular exercise is great for helping you to sleep. So that's something, even a 15-minute walk in the evening or late afternoon can be beneficial for your sleep. And just try and have that good, what they call, sleep hygiene rules. Try and get to bed at the same time every night if you can. Don't use things like your computers and your phone before you go to bed, because the lights will affect your ability to go to sleep. And avoid things like caffeine and high salt and sugar foods and alcohol in the evening, because these will all impact on your sleep as well. So I hope you found this one helpful. If any of you have other tips that you found helpful at controlling your weight and helping you to sleep well, then please share them with us. We would love to hear all about them. And until then, I will see you next week for another edition of A. Vogel Talks Menopause.